All right, hit me, Kemosabe.
Jared,
Yes, sir.
do you by chance have a school shooting related story? Like whether you knew somebody that was planning one, you thought about doing it yourself, you experienced one. We do live in Florida. We live in the good old US of A where school shootings happen fairly often. And this movie is about a school shooting.
It's probably between us and Colorado, right?
Yeah.
No, I didn't know anybody like involved with one at all, but I definitely knew kids that I was like, well, if one happens, it's probably
It's
them.
probably this guy.
Yeah, that's about as far as it got for
Gotcha.
me.
Did you get bullied in school?
In middle school.
Okay.
High school, not really. There was like one kid on the bus in 9th grade that I had to worry about. I think I quit riding the bus because I got my driver's license, so it wasn't a problem anymore.
Nice.
But yeah, middle school was the one where I got bullied, but it wasn't even like all that rough. It was more just like the regular, like being kind of teased by your so-called friends and excluded by peers and just kind of like, yeah, we're friends with you, but like you're on a lower tier kind of thing that made me feel awful. It wasn't like where I was getting like punched and shoved into lockers kind of stuff. I was also a big kid.
Okay.
So it would have been hard to like push me around and beat me up and stuff. So it was more like put downs and insults kind of thing.
I gotcha.
And F slurs and stuff, you know? Yeah.
Were you delusionally in love with a hot girl in your school?
No, like I had crushes, obviously, like through like a lot of like 5th, 6th, and 7th grade. I was obsessed with like one girl in particular.
Mm-hmm.
But nothing where I was like, oh, we're in love and we're meant to be together and all this stuff. It was more just like, I got a crush on this girl, but like, I'm never going to act on it. I know I'm not, kind of shit.
Yeah, I gotcha.
Well, can I turn that back around?
Absolutely.
Do you have any familiarity with anyone or?
I've got 2 instances.
Oh boy.
So one in middle school,
Yeah.
I am very certain I heard a kid who was outside of the classrooms. He was like at the school that I went to, they had one section of the middle school thing be, a group of middle schoolers and we all kind of like knew each other.
Yeah.
And then the other half of the building was a different set of middle schoolers and whatnot.
Mm-hmm.
And I remember getting out to go to the bathroom or something. I can't remember exactly what it was. And there was a kid in the other group out by himself, clearly pissed off. And he, made a comment of like, man, I'm going to shoot this fucker up, in a couple days. And I was like, oh, that's crazy. But I had no idea who this kid was. And I can't really describe him because I just overheard it, And I told my grandmother and she was like, well, did you tell anybody else? And I was like, well, no, because I don't actually know who this is. And I don't know if that's something like I should report or take seriously. And she was like, well, if you didn't, then you're going to go to school and see what happens. And obviously nothing happened. But I was terrified of that because, we both grew up with what Columbine was 98.
Yeah. I think I was like in 4th grade when Columbine happened.
Yeah. And then not too long after that was Virginia Tech. And then just kind of like snowballed outside.
And then to the point where I can't even remember the names of all the different schools.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. So there was that. And then I had a friend in high school that definitely more than once was like, I'm going to shoot up the school. And I remember being like, but you're not going to hit me, are you? And he was like, I don't know.
Oh my God. Just like dangling it over your head that you need to be nice to them kind of shit.
Yeah. And I was not nice to this guy. We were really good friends. And like, I went and spent the night at his house a bunch of times. Like we had good times, but also I would cut his jib.
Yeah.
Like,
you busted each other's balls, right? Because
Exactly,
that's what we did.
Yeah.
And like a lot less so nowadays, I've noticed, which like kudos to Gen Z for that, or in Gen Alpha at this point too, I guess. Like they're a lot nicer to each other.
Yeah.
But like they're probably, I'm sure, mean in other ways.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But millennials were so mean to each other growing up. And I'm sure it was worse, in the prior, like Gen X too.
Yeah.
But yeah, and it was just ways where like, we don't mean anything by it. That's just what you do. Like that's how guys are to each other.
Mm-hmm.
And like, it wasn't until we got older that we realized how fucked up that was. At least that was my experience. And a lot of other guys I know too.
Yeah.
But
I don't know. I still like fucking with everything. Anyways,
I mean, big site, yeah.
but like one of the things that we used to do was like he loved knights, and I'm a big fucking ninja assassin kind of person.
Oh, like K Knights.
K Knights, yeah.
He wasn't like a night owl.
No, so like one of my favorite things to do was like stalk him down the hallways and shit, and like assassinate him, like get up behind him and go, and shit. And it would piss him off. But I was really good at it. I realized I was like very good at hiding. So there was those two, and then what was it? The other question? Oh, getting bullied. Yeah, dude. By my friends, and I mean like in really mean ways. I remember getting called, all the slurs, getting fucking beat up by my friends and whatnot. I remember I had one kind of bully in high school. This was in Winter Haven High School before I transferred. It was this guy. He was like a foot taller than me, fucking jacked and shit. And he was like, a stereotypical dumb redneck. And I was a goth kid and we're all black and shit.
That's who always bullied. Like who were like the scary bullies for me too. It was always some big dumb redneck who like clearly felt intimidated by me, I think was the thing. Yeah.
Well, and I remember like he was saying some shit to me and I was like, I can't wait for you to like fucking like go away or whatever. I can't remember what the fuck I said to him.
Yeah.
I said something, he goes, but it was under my breath because I'm a pussy and I don't want to get fucking punched. And he goes, did you just cast a spell on me? And I'm like, what? And he's like, I'm going to beat your ass after school, dog, or after this class. I moved so fucking fast. When that bell hit, dude, I was gone. I flew.
Yeah.
And I ran into where all the other goth kids hung out and shit. And like, he wouldn't dare walk over there, what have you.
Yeah.
And I remember being like, fuck me, I guess. Like, Jesus Christ. Yeah.
I'll give you a particular incident. With the guy on the bus in 9th grade, that was like the last time I remember being like, oh, someone's going to beat my ass.
Yeah.
He was a big kid. Like he was probably a junior and probably even got held back once or twice. Cause like, they look like a fucking adult on your school bus and you're like, Jesus Christ.
What the fuck? Yeah.
He had it out for me because he said I did something to his sister. Do not recall what that was.
Yeah.
I remember him like threatening to beat me up. And a couple of times he would corner me when I would go to get off the bus, and he would like get up in these seats and in the aisle so that I couldn't leave. And like, I remember twice like hopping around, like over the seat around him and getting off the bus before he could get me. And like thinking back, I'm like, damn, was I that fucking agile? And I must have been because I remember doing it, thinking back, I'm like, I must have been so fucking out of breath. Cause I remember every time I would get home from the bus stop, I had a long walk from the bus stop and I was wearing like baggy ass black jeans and black band shirts. I was so fucking sweaty. It's 90 fucking degrees outside in Florida every night or every day I get home. Anyway, I remember I would bring a glass, like a big glass bottle, like the Starbucks Frappuccino things.
Yeah.
I had one of those bottles in my backpack and I would like grip it every morning in case he tried to corner me again when we'd go to get off the bus so that I could whip him over the head with it.
Yeah.
Never came to that, thank God.
Yeah.
But I had that in my backpack for like weeks because of it. And I would like, we would get closer to the school, like I would just pick it up and hold on to it in case he tried to corner me again.
Yeah.
And I was like, I don't know what I'm going to do if this happens, but I'm just going to swing this at his head as hard as I can and then run.
Smart.
Well, luckily, you never came to that.
You're going to pull this move. Hey, Jay.
Sweatpants are out. Bam, bam, bam.
Yeah.
Well, from two guys that definitely knew a few kids that could have been school shooters, this is Debaser, a film podcast. I wrote that before I knew what you were going to ask me, too. I'm Jared, and together with my co-host Will, we explore both new and familiar movies to bring you details and discussion about them, all in an effort to debase the films and ourselves. Today's episode, a low-budget dark comedy mockumentary following two bullied high school students that planned the unthinkable. We kind of gave that away already.
Whoops, I'm so sorry.
No, it's fine. After the break, Will and I discuss Matt Johnson's The Dirties. Stay tuned.
We're inside a computer program.
Watch my mouth.
All right, kid, here's the deal.
Keep your head still.
Don't you know who I am?
15 minutes ago.
Well, the twas the same.
Me neither.
The water goes over a dam and under a bridge.
It's like people only do things.
I'm not even going to dignify that with a response.
Yeah, you're dignifying her.
It's really sad.
Well, the twas the same.
Keep your head still.
Look at all the hunky boys.
Anyway.
This is Debaser.
The great thing about this is I was never physically attacked.
Yeah.
especially not in high school. But I do remember seeing people do the like, "Why are you holding my hand?" shit.
Yeah.
Like it was very like it. I know when Matt directed this movie, he was 26. I did the math.
Yeah, I did too. I was like, wait a minute.
Yeah,
But yeah, I also did the math, and he was definitely mid to late 20s because he was born in 86, right?
he's 3 years older than us.
Only 3? Okay.
Yeah, well, he's almost 2 years older than me, but
This
3
came
years
out in
older than you.
2013, so I was 23. So yeah, he was 26 then. Yeah, okay.
exactly.
Yeah.
So, but like, I feel like a lot of the things that he had the bullies do, like getting angry over nothing, or the hand thing, you know, holding onto the hand,
And then pulling the, like, shouting down to him in the lunchroom, like that.
yeah,
that
that's what I was getting at. The shouting down. That
Yeah.
was the most real of anything.
Yes.
Because but it never happened to me, but I've seen it happen.
Right.
And yeah, it's funny because like when we were watching this, because my wife watched it with me. When we were watching this, she asked me, she goes, "Do you like? Would you have taken that? Would you have let somebody do that to you? You know, in high school?" And I hated admitting it, saying like, "Yeah, I think I would have because I was scared. I was afraid of getting hurt."
Yeah. It totally depend on the person, but like, yeah. And that last one, I'm like, I'd like to think I'd be better than that, and I would have like done the barest minimum, like it may even muttered under my breath, like "shut up," you know, kind of thing. But like, I don't know. I'll never be 15 again, you know, so I don't know.
Yeah, the sad thing is I do know, and I wouldn't say anything. I would just take it because I was afraid of. I got jumped like when I was 14.
Yeah.
And I remember just like being very scared after that.
Yeah.
You know, it was not good. It was shitty, you know, because like
And it like scared the crap out of you.
yeah,
right?
because
Like,
I
you
don't
were
like fighting. You know,
Yeah.
I've been told many times like to not, you know, hurt people.
Right.
And I remember any of the times that I'd fought back against my friends, you know, I would hurt them, and it made me feel bad.
Right.
So trying to de-escalate and then it not working, you know, it was just easier to run away from fights.
Yeah.
And I'm not ashamed to say I was a coward in high school, because I was.
Yeah.
I haven't been for a while, at least 12 years, but even in my early 20s, I was terrified.
Yeah.
The first time I flew out of the country to Ireland, I was terrified.
Yeah.
You know, I was afraid of what I don't know, but I was scared.
Yeah.
I've
Yeah.
been
Well,
scared.
you're out of your element. You don't know what could happen.
Yeah. And I don't feel that feeling anymore. I haven't felt that feeling in a hot minute since like.
Well,
you
you're
know.
like, you know, a grown man in like
Yeah, what I was saying is
society.
like there
kind of
was.
thing,
I remember there was just like a turning point, and I don't know if it was like when I was 25 or 26, but it's something flipped, and it was just like I don't have to be afraid.
yeah, and you don't
you know.
really deal with people that will kind of break the social contract to that extent anymore.
Right.
You know. But yeah, whereas when you're younger, it's like you're completely at the whim of whatever the biggest kid in the room wants to do, kind of thing.
Yeah.
I think I was fortunate in that aspect because I was a big kid, you know, like I had a lot of weight on me. And then every once in a while, though, like someone would take that as like, I'm going to try this guy.
Mm-hmm.
And for the fight or flight mode for me, it was fight because I knew I was too big to run.
Yeah.
And so I would square up, but I would kick.
Okay.
For some reason, I was like, I'm going to kick this guy.
Yeah.
And I remember like this redneck guy named Levi making fun of me. He was like, what are you, a fucking kickboxer? And I was like, yeah, come over here and find out. Yeah. And I did. I remember kicking him in the shin so hard, he never fought me again.
That's tight. Good shit. Sometimes you got to call them on their bullshit, man. Have you ever seen, I doubt it, but have you ever seen that, that clip of there's like a really fat cat and it's like most cats run, but his fight, he can't. So he has to fight.
That's me. I'm like, I'm not fucking running. I'm not outrunning anybody in this school.
Cracking me the fuck up, dude. Oh my God. I love it.
That was definitely my problem. That's why like I would get so scared my adrenaline would rush, but I'm like, all right, I got to hit a bitch. Like that's what's going to happen right now. Like, and I'm probably going to get hit too. But luckily I was big enough that like, it was rare that someone
I was like 120 pounds at the end of high school.
God,
I was
right. You were so scrawny.
I was so fast, dude. I'm still very fast.
There was like nobody at my middle school that was bigger than me that I wasn't cool with.
Mm-hmm.
It was high school when that was a problem.
I gotcha.
Because of the much bigger population.
Yeah.
I didn't know everybody there.
Right.
And that's like that one guy on the school bus. But like also by high school, I felt people were way more chill. And for me at least,
Yeah,
maybe.
sure.
Almost all the fights I can think of that I witnessed, it was like a guy hit on a girl, or it was like the girl's ex-boyfriend or some stupid shit.
Yeah.
Almost always rednecks.
Oh, yeah.
Well, it's because of where we live, I guess.
Yeah.
But I remember them just fighting ripping their shirts off and fighting on the hoods of their trucks and stuff in the parking lot. Because they would always wait till like last period
The end of the
dismissal,
day,
and they
yeah.
would go into the parking lot and fight too.
Yep.
And I remember trying to walk to my bus, and there'd be like a huge crowd. And our principal was very adamant that if you were even watching the fight, you were getting suspended.
Oh, shit.
So it was like, don't even look,
Damn.
just keep walking.
Yeah, keep walking.
Kind of shit.
Mind your own fucking business. Yeah.
It was like 0 tolerance kind of shit.
That's funny.
Yeah. But so that brings us to today's movie, The Dirties. Some of the bullying stuff, yeah, it's hard to portray that accurately without it coming across as cringe, but I think it does a good enough job in this movie.
I would agree.
Yeah, where it's like, it's believable enough. And it's funny that Matt doesn't strike me as someone in his mid-20s. Like, did you?
No.
Okay.
I like, I had to, how do you say, like 30, 40 minutes into the movie, I was like doing the math at that time. I was like,
Right,
I know
right.
he's, like, this was 2013, so I was 23.
Yeah.
And then like the piece is starting to lock in. You know?
Right. But I think him and Owen are believable enough as teenagers. It didn't take me out of the movie, at least.
Right. Yeah.
And maybe it helped that I should have looked up the rest of the cast, but were they all also,
Most likely.
older too? And maybe
Most
that's
likely.
helped. Because if they did cast real, like 14, 15, 16-year-olds, it would have looked really weird.
I think they did.
Well, I know there are some scenes that were filmed in a real high school.
Oh, I meant more along the lines of there's the kids that they talk to that are also making a movie, and then there's like another scene
That was real, yeah. But they aren't. I think those are like middle school kids. No,
What if they're one
you
of
know
them
what?
is
It's
a middle
possible.
school kid, but one of them
because I had friends that felt like they were 4 years younger than me. Just for if you look at them too, yeah, there are a few scenes that were filmed in a real high school, like surreptitiously, because Matt does this.
Oh, I know he does.
He just goes to a place and films without permission.
I can tell
because he has learned that as long as you get the footage and leave, you're okay.
and that's what he's doing in this movie.
And spoiler, all of his movies, including the one we're doing next time too. I won't spoil it though, because you don't know. You're giving me a shocked face here. We'll talk about it later.
I watched a good portion of it, but I had like 20 minutes left.
I won't spoil it. We'll talk about it next time.
Okay.
But there is I don't know if it's like specifically a law or what, but it's also the reason why that movie that was filmed at Disney, it's like Escape from Tomorrowland or something.
Escape from Tomorrowland. I watched it.
It was able to be screened and sold and everything, even though Disney tried to fight it.
Mhm.
The thing is, once you film it, it's fine. Like they can't get it taken down because it's already been done. It's when you're trying to film that they can stop you.
Gotcha.
But if you've already done it, they can't do anything about it.
Yeah.
And so that's how Matt will sometimes even give false pretenses in order to film something. And then once he leaves with the footage in hand, it's fine. He's good to go, and he just has to edit what he has.
That man cracks me up, and he shows that he does this in the fucking movie.
Yeah. Oh yeah. It's even part of the story.
Is this his first movie?
Yes, it was. Yeah. Not counting like.
Goddamn.
It's his first movie. Yeah. Because he'd done the Nirvana the Band, the web show. Prior to this, I think he did that like either in or right out of high school.
That's a show.
Right. It was a web show.
Yeah.
So it wasn't even on TV yet.
Yeah.
The real TV show came like 5 years after
later,
this.
yeah.
It was like right after the next movie we're going to do.
Yes.
But yeah, and this screened at a festival, like a really small festival. Kevin Smith saw it of Jane Silent Bob.
Yeah. And that's when
Clerks,
he picked it up or whatever.
He picked it up for distribution.
Yeah.
He liked it so much he went to Matt and was
I
like,
saw
"Hey, I want to like help it." Yeah, I think it's the first thing in the movie is it says something about Kevin Smith, and then it cuts to Matt watching the opening credits. It's really great, like meta, in universe.
Oh,
and,
the whole movie's meta.
Yeah, and there's even that message about like this was already edited, and we're just showing it to like what's the phrasing? It's like something about
to protect the families,
involved and stuff like that. Yeah. Well, let me run through the real details here.
Yeah.
The film is called The Dirties. It was released October 4th, 2013, and it is available to stream on AMC Plus and you can buy it on Google Play. The film stars Matt Johnson and Owen Williams. Owen is now an English teacher in real life, by the way.
I was actually going to ask you.
He doesn't act anymore.
What Owen does, because Owen is in this one and in the next one.
And he's in the next one
and
too.
I forgot that. For some reason, I was like, oh yeah, Owen's the camera guy. No, it's Jared.
No, that's Jared Robb.
Yes.
Yeah.
And I didn't catch that until I started watching Operation Avalanche, and he turned to
He talks to Jared a lot in that one.
Yeah, he goes, "Oh, this is my camera guy, Jared." I was like, "Oh, fuck, that's right, it's Jared." And then I told Haley the thing you told
I get
me.
freaked out when he turns to the camera and says
goes,
Jared,
Jared.
in the Nirvana show, and I was like, "What the fuck?" And he doesn't explain it for a long time.
Yeah.
The film was written by Josh Bowles and Matt Johnson, along with Evan Morgan, and it was directed by Matt Johnson. And the premise is, if you haven't picked it up by now, two best friends are filming a comedy about getting revenge on the bullies at their high school, but one of them isn't joking.
Yeah. Which one?
Maybe the one on the cover with the gun in his hand.
Which one, Jared?
The movie had a budget of, Will, do you want to guess?
250,000. How much?
It was a third of Clerks' budget.
Oh, fuck. If I knew.
Do you not know about the famous Clerks budget?
No,
where
I have no
Kevin
idea.
Smith just maxed out every credit card he could get his hands on and spent $30,000 on it.
This is $10,000.
This was a $10,000 movie.
Wow.
Yep.
That's crazy.
So after
I should have known that. Because, like, dude, one of my
It's
favorite movies.
very cheap, yeah.
One of my favorite low budget movies of that time, because I think it came out in 2012, was Not Enemy Mine, Hunter Prey.
oh, okay, yeah,
Hunter
yeah.
Prey, 22,000.
Nice.
They
Oh my
spray
God.
painted Nerf guns
Jeez.
and put fireworks in the fucking barrels and shit. Yeah.
That's funny.
And there's only 2 actors. It's really good.
Well, fortunately, there's not a lot of like real action scenes to shoot in this, and all
Right.
the other scenes they do shoot, they're like purposely supposed to be bad high schooler movies.
Mm-hmm.
But I know they had to spend a lot of money on music rights, and that's not part of this number because the movie was basically already done. They took it to festivals, and then when they got picked up for like distribution and other producers like Kevin Smith, they were able to get, I think it was another 45,000 that they spent clearing the music rights so that they could actually like put it on DVD and sell it.
Yeah.
It has no box office because it never really went to like a big theater chain. It was strictly like an independent festival or like independent screening sort of thing.
Gotcha.
So there's no box office gross whatsoever. It does have an 83% of Rotten Tomatoes.
I think that's well deserved.
Yeah.
I think the bringing down the score is definitely because it feels amateurish, but like that's the
Yeah.
whole fucking point. So
Right.
I don't know.
And it's definitely not going to speak to everybody. It's kind of a like you had to be there kind of thing.
It spoke to
think.
me.
Well, right. I
Yeah.
feel like people like you and me
Yeah.
are the target audience for this movie.
100%.
But outside of that, this isn't a movie I would show to just anybody kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know, so I understand that. In her review of The Dirties for the New York Times, film critic Jeanette Katsolis, that's a cool name, gave the movie 4 out of 5 stars, writing remarkable as much for its insights as for its audacity. The Dirties approaches school violence with a comic veneer that slowly shades into deep darkness. Conversely, critic Mark Commode panned the film, writing a more interesting proposition than it is a finished film. Over on Letterboxd, user Jordan Beaumont Anderson gave the film 3 stars, writing, "I'm not sure what surprised me more in the school shooting comedy, the blackface or the sudden exposed scrotum."
I know. I forgot about the blackface.
There was a handful of things where I had to turn to my wife and go, "Oh no." But also, I think the joke is that Matt Johnson has very bad opinions, obviously.
Yeah.
The character Matt Johnson, I should
yes.
say. Because I've explained,
He's
I
just
think
playing him like he's just playing like okay.
he's
hold on,
playing
hold on.
a version of
himself.
So that's the whole thing.
But the
And
version of
podcast
himself-
are this
hold on.
also, yeah.
But the version of himself is also in every single movie too.
Kind
Is
of.
this like a
It
character
gets
that
even
he
weirder
plays?
in the next movie, dude.
I bet
Because almost every single person in Operation Avalanche,
yes,
it's a period piece.
Yes.
Goes by their real name. It's so weird.
yeah, I know.
And even in the credits, it's like as themselves.
Yeah,
It's
Owen
like
Williams,
that doesn't make any sense.
Matt Johnson,
And it's just like-
Jared's just Jared. Still.
Yeah, it's almost like Blackberry's the only movie I think where he didn't play someone named Matt Johnson, but
Yeah.
he is playing like he's
But
like,
he
what
is
if I'd
playing
be like if
himself.
I was in this movie?
Yes, because remember you telling me it was like
It's
him
not
playing
based on
as
the real
Doug-
guy at all. Yeah,
Doug Fegrin or whatever his name is.
Doug Faden, I think.
Yeah, he was like, yeah, I was very liberal with what I did with him because he's just playing himself. He can only play himself.
Yeah.
I'm like, sure, dude,
And
lean into
he-
your own strengths and shit.
I was gonna say, I think every single movie Matt Johnson has directed that he stars in, he plays a character obsessed with movies too.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, it's so funny. Like he just can't.
Well, I
not.
haven't caught that in Operation Avalanche, but
Just wait.
I'm
It's-
okay. You
There's
got
movie posters all over every office he's in and stuff.
Okay,
It's so funny.
it. He loves movies,
Truly, yeah.
and I can't fault him on it.
But I do think, yeah, every time he plays a character in his own movie anyway, because I know he's in a couple of I actually mean to seek some of these out. He's in some movies that he didn't like write and direct himself. But in every movie that he's written and directed, he plays like I guess like an exaggerated character of himself.
Gotcha.
And I think that's why he allows himself to do like shitty things to be funny. Like it's not, the joke isn't that it's blackface. The joke is like he's that, he's insensitive that he's doing the blackface in the movie, thinking it would get a cheap laugh kind of thing.
The way that I specifically saw that and a lot of the other things that he did in the film wasn't necessarily out of malice, but the character he's playing is obviously obsessed with film as well. And
right. And later, as we learn too, I should say, is a self-described psychopath.
True.
I should also state that to be clear.
This is true. But what I was going to say is, if this is a person who is supposed to be in high school, who is obsessed with film and evoking that with which he's seen, it's not without outside of the realm of possibility of him just doing that because he's aping what he's seen on TV.
Right.
It's the same thing with like him dressing up as a woman, doing like the weird, like sultry club singer role.
The Malkovich.
Yes, that one. What else? Oh, like making his own like seagull sounds, and I know what you told me is in every one of his movies. It's in every
movie, yeah.
I had no idea.
I can look it up and tell you the timestamp of every movie he's made where he's inserted that too. I love that this is where this is from. I'm so glad I got to see the origin of this.
Yeah, when you told me about that, when he did it, I was like, oh, I turned to my wife and I go, oh, apparently this is in all of his movies.
Yeah. I love how he relates it too to like these two guys in Baldur's Gate that you always run across that keep like having new conversations every time you walk by this particular tavern in the game.
Yeah.
He is equally obsessed with video games as he is with movies, by the way. But it's very particular movies or games like Chrono Trigger and Baldur's Gate and stuff. Yeah.
Okay. But yeah, the way that I perceived it was he's playing a kid who wants to be a filmmaker so bad and clearly and doesn't really have a firm grasp on reality, as we learn. Right. And he's obsessed with what seems like Pulp Fiction and like the Sam Jackson character, so, and not just that, he also tells Owen Williams' character to imitate Shaft. Is that the walk that he does?
No, it's from Malcolm X.
Malcolm X, thank you.
He's like, remember when I forget who the other character is, but when he teaches Denzel Washington like how to do the walk,
right?
And so that's what he has him doing down the hallway.
Yeah, so that's what I'm getting at is like he sees there are people that he holds in high regard.
All he knows to do is emulate movies.
Exactly.
And buddy, I knew this guy in high school.
Yeah, he's you. I'm just messing.
No,
I'm just messing with you.
I was the Owen in this relationship.
Oh, were you?
Yeah. I won't get to.
So was I.
No, I definitely see a lot of myself in Matt's character in this movie. Sure, obviously,
yeah.
A lot of
the school shooting
cringy, a lot of like cringy stuff about me in high school and like being obsessed with movies and like that was all I really more. It was more video games then, but
yeah,
it was,
same.
I was getting into movies like, was it sophomore or junior year, more and more because I had to make myself stop playing video games so I could actually get my homework and grades right for a while. And then I would just watch movies because it was like, that's only a 2-hour commitment, and I could go back to like doing homework and stuff. But anyway, I knew a guy who was the Matt character and like we're still tight to this day. He is not a psychopath, but there were times where it was hard to talk to him because all he would do was quote movies or talk about guns all day. And
really?
It was like, dude, you need to chill.
You gotta stop.
Like you need to get an Adderall prescription or something kind of thing, But that's all I could think of watching this was like, I was one of these guys at any moment in high school. It felt like,
so was
I. And I like that about the movie where it's very relatable until it's not, where it's like, but this is a guy fully going over the edge. I never thought
when the credits roll, is it no longer relatable? I mean, it was relatable to me the whole time.
Well, I mean, I'm making
a joke that I wanted to. Yeah,
I was never that interested in guns. Like I remember the first time I went shooting, I was an adult, and I wasn't an adult. I think I was 17, and I didn't like it.
I was 12.
It scared me. Oh Jesus,
12, yeah.
Really?
I shot my first handgun and shotgun.
See, the shotgun scared me.
Yeah, because it had some kick, dude.
Yes, I fired a .22 rifle, no problem. Thought it was like a BB gun.
Yeah,
it was the shotgun. I think it was like a 12 gauge, and I was like, I don't like this at all.
Yeah,
I want nothing to do with this anymore.
Yeah,
and I think the scariest gun I've ever fired was, and they have it in that shooting range scene, it was like a 44 Magnum.
Oh yeah.
That shit chafed my hand, and I was like, I would, how the fuck does Dirty Harry do that? That's insane.
Right.
Like I could never, I would sooner have a rifle. That's insane.
Yeah.
Like, what's wrong with a 9mm? Anyway, not to get all gun guy, like I really don't like thinking about how much I know about guns because it's gross. Like I honestly think on a deep, deep level, it's bad. And like, it's why our society is the way it is, particularly America, not like all of Western society.
Yeah.
But like, it's just like Hideo Kojima he's aware of this dichotomy.
Mm-hmm.
He's obsessed with the military and tactics and like guns and tanks and weapons, all kinds of, things of killing and warfare.
Yeah.
But he knows it's bad.
Yeah.
Like it's inherently evil, it feels at times, where it's like it's only used for evil, it feels like.
Mm-hmm.
But he still thinks it's cool as shit, and it's hard not to fantasize about it constantly. You know what I mean? Like it's just one of those things. And it's kind of like what being a young male in America is like,
Mm-hmm.
And it is what scares me are the people of the world, the Pete Hegseths and what have you, that lean into that and tell you that this baser instinct is right. I'm on a soapbox about, I don't even know where I'm going with this, but like the people that lean into this shit terrify me.
Oh,
like
for
they
sure.
are corrupting this world.
Absolutely.
And it's awful. I hate it so much. I thought we were better than this. And it really, are you familiar with the everyone is 12 theory?
Yes.
That I forget I follow the guy on Blue Sky that started this.
Yeah. I've seen him post.
Yeah. He's a famous poster, and I think he has a podcast and stuff too.
Yeah.
But it proves out every time. The everyone is 12, and it basically purports that like it started with the Trump administration essentially, but also you could trace it to like Joe Rogan and all these guys that have been coming up in popular society lately, where whatever a 12-year-old boy thought was cool, like that's now the thing. Like that's what's cool and hip, and like all these guys want to push to now. All these like male sphere influencers, like they're just promoting things that 12-year-old boys like.
Hell yeah, dude.
It's so fucking stupid.
They never grew past 12.
Exactly. Like mentally, yeah. Like essentially that's where they're stuck. And that's also, I think, a lot of the nostalgia bait that's so popular right now, I think is part of that allure. It's like...
like toys and collectibles?
Right. But particularly from when people were around 12.
Yeah.
And it's like, things were better when you were 12. Don't you wish you had
Look
all
at what
these
they took
things?
from you.
Yeah, exactly. And even the like official government, like Twitter and social media pages will do this where it's like, remember how good it was? You can have it back. And it'll be like Pokemon cards and G.I. Joes and stuff. It's like, shut the fuck up, man.
You guys are the ones that are making it actively worse.
Yes, you are the reason I wake up every day thinking, what the fuck happened now? And I just can't look away from the news cycle thinking, how stupider is it now? And how much worse is my daily life going to be and my daughter's life going to be? Yeah. Anyway, let me get off of the soapbox.
That was a lot.
Let me put this box away.
You're feeling a lot, dude.
It was very funny. I meant to do the applause. Thank you. Okay, let's run through the movie. I have a pretty quick synopsis.
All right, let's hear it.
So, high school students and best friends Matt Johnson and Owen Williams, and that is their real names, by the way, are making a film project titled The Dirties, in which they portray two bullied high school students that shoot and kill a gang of bullies at school. They are also detectives, though, in the movie. It wasn't very clear, but they're basically also detectives and high school students. And the one teacher is like their boss and goes to like take their badge and guns away, and then they blow him away. Yeah. And they like surreptitiously film it like that without revealing it to him.
Yes.
And then when they play him the full scene, he's like, what the fuck?
You guys can't do that. He was okay with them shooting the other high schoolers.
It was, yeah.
He
wasn't
not okay
even,
with them doing that.
Yeah. He was like, you got to take out the swearing at the shooting.
This is rated R. I need it to be PG.
They're doing so many bits, and almost every single one of them is just them ripping off a different movie.
Yeah. There's Pulp Fiction. I know for that.
He does what they call a quarter pounder in France. And he's like, I don't know. He's like, it's a Royale with cheese. It's so stupid. But I knew this guy, man. Okay, the guy I'm talking about would make movies too. And they were almost like lifting dialogue from other movies.
Yeah.
Sometimes it'd be original, sometimes it wasn't.
Sure.
And there would be a lot of montages to like really good songs, you know, that like you probably couldn't clear for less than like $50,000 kind of shit, you know. I remember he did like it was like Reservoir Dogs kind of, where everyone's walking down the sidewalk looking really cool, putting on sunglasses.
Mm-hmm.
We didn't have suits, obviously, but and they're playing I think it was Golden Brown. Do you know that song?
Nope.
It's a really good like 70s song about heroin.
Okay.
Anyway,
Right on.
as
dude.
if that doesn't like narrow it down.
Yeah.
But I forget the singer. But you know, it was just really funny stuff. And if you go back and like, it's still up on YouTube. And if you go back and look at it now, it's like, oh man, this shit.
What were we doing?
And it's exactly like Matt and Owen's movie. You know what I mean?
Gotcha.
Where it's like, if you don't know what we're referencing, it's probably not going to make sense.
Yeah.
And it's really bizarre and meta. You know. Anyway, the film itself is a meta mockumentary of the two and their cameraman as they are hanging out, watching movies, and going to school and working on the film, and then getting bullied at school. And Matt and Owen, as we've explained, are nerds obsessed with film and other geek pop culture, and make innumerable references and homages, both in conversation and with scenes in the film.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a lot of like comic books and posters, and magic
gathering
cards on the wall. Yeah. I have more on that too later when I talk about the commentary, because I did listen to the commentary for this.
Okay.
Matt and Owen show their film to their film class teacher, and he instructs them to remove all of the swearing and shooting scenes, much to their frustration. And while they screen the heavily edited version to their class, Matt is humiliated and leaves the class as a scene where he portrays a singing woman in a dress plays. Owen, interested in a girl at school named Chrissy, begins socializing with her, which eventually makes Matt jealous. After a particularly brutal attack by a bully, Matt states that he wished they shot the bullies with real guns for the film, and decides to make a sequel to their film, in which they do just that. Owen begins learning how to play guitar to impress Chrissy. Did you recognize the guitar teacher, Will?
Yeah, it was Jay.
Yeah, it's Jay.
Yeah, in fact,
Or Mr. Bird.
yeah, I no shit. Like when I saw him, I was like, "Oh, Haley, that's the other guy.
That's the other half of Nirvana.
That's the other half of the other thing." Yeah.
Matt takes. Did Haley not watch Nirvana Band the show?
No, I watched all that by
fuck.
myself 3 times.
I think she would have liked it. It's like
I don't know.
You don't think so?
I don't know, dude.
I can't believe she watched this and not that.
Well, it's because I had to watch it. I had to watch it.
Right,
and
right.
it was like, you know,
Did she watch Blackberry?
she watched pieces of it, but she fell asleep.
Oh damn.
I know. She enjoyed what she saw of this. I'm
Yeah.
sure we're gonna go back and
I think
rewatch
Blackberry is
Blackberry.
his most accessible movie,
Yeah.
bar none. To be clear.
It's so good.
Anyway, Matt is seen planning more of the film, quote unquote, by plotting out the bullies on a bulletin board and coming up with one-liners to say them as he kills them, and how to attack them in the school. Owen states that Matt may get in trouble for having these plans openly displayed in his basement, but Matt objects. Later, Matt reads a book about the Columbine shooters, and while laughing, ecstatically states to Owen that he thinks he meets the definition of a psychopath in the book, which Owen does not respond to as he is busy texting Chrissy. The two erupt into a major argument as Matt accuses Owen of being obsessed with Chrissy and says that she does not care about him. And Owen accuses Matt of being antisocial and too obsessed with acting out movies to be a real person, and is jealous that Chrissy is interested in Owen and not Matt. A few days later, Matt ignores a phone call from Owen and comes to school with a bag full of guns. Oh, I glossed over the part where they go shooting with Matt's cousin. That's an
Yeah.
important scene because they get a bunch of real guns
And they have a good time.
fire them, and have
Yeah.
a great montage where Matt emulates a bunch of Matt Kleboid poses from Columbine, by the way. I didn't know that until I looked it up. You did? Okay.
Yeah, I was like, oh shit, they're doing the thing.
I didn't realize it, and I found it in the trivia, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ. Because I realized he's reading that book about the Columbine shooters throughout the whole movie, and he's just purposely like obsessed with it.
Yeah.
Like he doesn't talk about it, but you can tell.
Yeah.
Anyway, he places several cameras. They're like, were they GoPros? They look like GoPros.
I think they're GoPros.
Okay.
Yeah.
He places several cameras in a hallway and approaches 2 of his bullies and shoots them while half-heartedly getting out his one-liners that he's prepared. The other students panic and are rushing through various exits and stairwells as Matt spots Owen also running away. Matt, armed with a pistol, chases Owen through the halls, calling after him, and eventually corners him in a classroom and, with a calm demeanor as if he hadn't just executed 2 students, says, "Owen, what are you doing? It's me."
Yeah. And that's it.
And then the credits roll.
Yeah.
haunting ass line.
Dude, I love it. This movie fucking rules, actually.
The ending makes this movie like so good.
Yeah.
The ending seriously gives it like a whole 2 extra stars almost,
Mm-hmm.
maybe 1.5.
Yeah.
It's powerful.
Haley
and
hated
this
it.
really,
Yeah. She thought it was too abrupt.
wow. I don't know how else to end it. Like, I think that's perfect.
Yeah.
Like, what else do you do? And also, what else do they have the budget to do?
True.
Although, to be fair, that was not the original ending.
He shoots him, doesn't he?
No. It was, they didn't even have enough money to do anything with guns and cameras and stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because they had to rent out a real high school to film that part.
Oh, okay.
They couldn't fake this one, in a real high school.
Yeah.
The original ending, and I watched it, although it doesn't look great, you can watch it on YouTube, is Matt comes to school with a bag of guns, and he doesn't unzip it though. He walks out of the bathroom, and you can tell he's like about to do it. And then he runs into Chrissy, who stops him and starts asking him about a homework assignment. And then he's clearly like very happy that she's talking to him. And they just keep talking. And then he wanders away from the camera. And that's how the movie ends.
Oh, that's
Because a girl has shown interest in him, basically, that he's clearly also
kind of better than.
I like that ending.
Yeah.
But I think the real ending is better.
Yeah.
But I see why he wrote that ending originally. And I think Matt there's like a little prologue where he explains that like this was our original ending. It was what we had the budget for.
Right.
And he was like, it was like the idea of, I think it was like Owen's dad or somebody. And he's like, what if you just have like Chrissy talk to you, and that way like you lose interest in the shooting because you're talking to a girl finally.
Or just anybody that
or anyone. Yeah. Anyone that shows his, interest in you finally. Yeah.
A modicum of kindness from somebody that's in the out group.
On one hand, this does kind of play into the idea that like school shooters just need like a girl to show interest in them.
Is
and
like motivated by not getting. This is what no pussy does to a motherfucker.
Which is like a kind of a problematic,
it is a very problematic
stereotype kind of thing. And like, but I get where it's coming from.
Yeah.
So that's why ultimately I'm glad they didn't go with it, because it does kind of just feel like it's doing that narrative.
I guess my rebuttal to that would be when you look at high schoolers, who's more likely to reach out a hand of comfort between a high school boy and a high school girl? Like, it would probably be a girl.
Yeah.
Especially as you stated, millennial guys who just be like razzing them, like,
right.
Hey man, what are you doing? What's in that bag? Dildos, or something like that. And then you get popped immediately.
Right. Yeah. But it is like, it's only in the case of like a heterosexual school shooter too, because it's rumored, although it almost feels like it's problematic that it's even rumored too. Like maybe it's based on homophobia, but that the Columbine shooters were gay. And that is explored in the Gus Van Sant movie Elephant, which I don't recommend. I did not like it.
Yeah.
But I did watch it in high school because it just felt so fascinating that they made a movie about Columbine. And it's like so fucking slow. It's Gus Van Sant, so it's like the longest, slowest movie you've ever fucking seen.
Right on.
But its narrative is that the shooters were like a couple, basically. It's such a strange movie. It's not worth talking about here, but this movie kind of is in conversation with it a little bit. Like Matt definitely like considers it, like reference material for this movie. Anyway, it was like inspiration a little bit for it.
Yeah.
I do not recommend it though. Like if you are that curious listener, you can go check it out, but it felt like a waste of my time. It is so fucking long. I cannot stress how long that movie is.
Yeah.
But anyway, there's also a third alternate ending. I'm trying to remember what it was though. I can't remember. I think it had something to do with Owen intercepting him. Because it wasn't a shooting. There was no shooting in the third one, I remember. Because when they did finally shoot the real ending, it was because they had enough money to rent out a building that looked like a school, or maybe it was a school, and hire actors to just show up and run away, basically, because they couldn't fake that. Now, a lot of the scenes where they're in a high school are real, especially there's one scene where they're in a stairwell having a conversation, just Matt and Owen.
Yes.
And then a kid just kind of wanders up to them and stares at them and then walks away.
Yeah.
And it's because they were really filming in front of high schoolers. This is also a plot point in one of the episodes of Around the Band, the show, that they filmed a movie inside of a high school. And when they screened it and it ends with a shooting, everyone walks out of the theater like, what the fuck is wrong with you?
That's tight. I like that. That's fucking tight.
I hadn't seen the movie when I saw that episode, but I knew about it. And
Yeah.
I remember thinking like,
Oh.
and it was because they recorded that episode while the movie was screening because it was happening while they were making the show.
Oh, yeah.
And so they like incorporated it into an episode. It's so funny. I love how
He's so silly.
Matt Johnson will never stop being so meta. It's so funny.
Yeah.
Okay, some trivia. So in the scene where Matt is driving to the gun range, he looks at the camera and imitates the exact same hand gesture that Dylan Kleboy, that's his name, one of the two gunmen from Columbine shooting, was videotaped doing while driving to school. In the scene where Matt and Owen are talking to the boys in the park at the very beginning, they're talking to these two young boys and they were talking about how they're shooting a movie also. And the boys tell them what theirs is about. It's like about a spy or something, right?
Yeah.
And then so Matt explains that their movie is about like shooting guys at a school. And the kids just leave. And he's like, that was really cool. That was real. That was completely
I
like,
figured that was real.
they legitimately just came across those kids in the park.
I figured
and Matt ran with it.
Because like he does that shit. He just gets random people. Yeah.
Exactly. And he loves when that happens, you know. And with the help of Kevin Smith, by the way, after they made the movie, they tracked down the kids and put their movie as a bonus feature on the DVD for the Dirties.
Oh shit! Did you
Yep.
watch it?
I was
was
not
like, is
watch
it
it. I was
horrible?
not gonna. I'm sure it was amateurish. Yes, but no, I did not check
That's
that
cool
out. I
as hell,
apologize. I didn't
dude.
do that research. The yellow T-shirt with the black bull that Matt is wearing while he walks through the hallway during the Best Coast montage is the same T-shirt that John wears in Gus Van Sant's Elephant, that movie I was just talking about.
Oh shit! Okay.
So it was like a purposeful nod to Elephant. Which is basically about the Columbine shooting, but it's like has like a twist to it. So we talked about the seagull sounds. I don't know if we gave the full like explainer for that to the listener, but the seagull sounds that Matt is recording in an early part of the film can be heard 2 times later in this movie.
Oh no, for real?
Yeah, one is I remember clocking it too because one is when Matt and Owen are filming the end of the Dirties in the cemetery, and in the quarry scene after the music montage while they're shooting guns with Matt's cousin. Matt Johnson said he is determined to hide the sound in every single film he makes, and he has done so far.
Even Blackberry.
Yes. The film had a production budget of $10,000, and then after finishing production, they got an additional $45,000 to secure music licensing rights. The film has almost no scripted dialogue, and several scenes were shot without some of the participants' awareness. The school's real students were informed they were being filmed for a movie, but were not told the film's plot or who the crew members and actors were, and the film's cast and crew posed as real-life students enrolled in those particular schools to avoid blowing their cover. The film's ending, however, was staged at a different school that was rented over the weekend.
Yeah.
A commentary track for the film is very entertaining, and Matt openly talks shit about a lot of popular movies like The Dark Knight and Malcolm X.
Really?
He calls them, he's like, that movie fucking sucks.
Dark
that movie's
Knight?
also, yes.
Wow.
I know.
Is that why he did a Bane impression?
Yeah, and the Joker thing where he's like, I'm
that's
doing the
right, yeah,
Joker
dude.
here,
Yeah.
and he does it
Oh.
in the commentary too, and he's like, I just realized I say that in the movie. And then when they show, like when you see those comic books in the background,
Yeah.
and Matt starts taking them down later too, Matt just spends the next like 10 minutes in the commentary track naming all the issues and what happens in them and like excitedly talking about them, and it's like, yeah, not too far off base from your real character, huh, Matt?
Fucking nerd, dude. Holy
I know.
shit.
That's why we love him, though.
Oh, hey, you don't want to end up on a list, though.
I wrote down what the third ending was. Okay, I'm so glad. Okay, so the original ending where he doesn't talk to Christy, Matt goes to school with a bag of guns, and then he gets bullied before he has a chance to draw them and use them. But as he's getting up from the ground, Owen walks up and helps pick him up, and they start chatting and being friendly again. And then as they're walking out, Matt goes, "Oh, hold on, I have to get rid of these guns." And the camera just zooms in on Owen as he makes like the Jim face, like, what the fuck? And then it goes to credits.
Oh, that's so fucking stupid.
Also a good ending.
Yeah, it's pretty good. That's
but like
pretty good.
not as powerful as the
Did you catch he dropped his bag of guns when he went to chase after Owen? And also his pistol was completely empty.
Well, yeah. But you know, I'm more shocked in the moment too. But yeah, he brings all those guns and only uses the one, but it's probably because they didn't want to use all fake blank cartridges and all this stuff.
Sure.
You know? The ending with Christy, where he starts talking to her and then walks off.
Yeah.
The song that plays, and they obviously probably couldn't clear it, and also it feels a little inappropriate, is International Players Anthem by UGK.
What is it?
Do you know that song?
No.
It is a really, really good song by a super group of rappers, right? But it's called International Players Anthem. It is about a bunch of like quote unquote pimps,
Yeah.
like finally settling down or not, depending on whose verse it is.
Yeah.
But it's an amazing song, kind of iconic 2009 like rap song, one of the best. Listener, please Google it. And you probably know the song. Just pull it up and just listen to it for like 5 minutes. It's so fucking good.
Like 5 minutes?
It's a long song.
Oh my God.
It has like 6 verses in it, I think.
Holy
it's so good.
shit.
But it's a great song though. Will.
Yes.
Something on the mic. How many stars would you give the Dirties?
I'm sure this is 4 stars.
4 stars?
Yeah. I really enjoyed this movie.
Wow.
I understand that it's a low budget film.
Yeah.
So a lot of the low budgetness of it is fine.
Right. Well, and it's not like, it's not a movie that needed a big budget either. You know what I mean? It's very shooting at,
Yeah. I think that Matt Johnson definitely got bullied as a kid because a lot of this is very real.
Yeah.
I think that, I don't know. I really enjoyed it. Like, I don't know. Maybe it's just because I think school shooters are interesting too. Not because I think that what they do is good, because what they do is not good.
Yeah.
But what motivates a person to do such a heinous thing, and like typically how young they are, I've always found interesting. Especially like,
you do love We Need to Talk About Kevin, which is a really fascinating movie.
We Need to Talk About Kevin is one of my all-time favorite movies. I can't. I'm sure we're going to eventually cover it.
Absolutely, we have to. That's such a good movie.
What was it? Die My Love is also like one that we got to do. The same person.
Yeah,
I love We Need to Talk About Kevin. So, but like, I got shown We Need to Talk About Kevin. I think even you told me about this movie right around the same time that Elliot Rodger did the thing that he did and got himself killed. Do you know Elliot Rodgers? Shouldn't even.
I know the name.
Say his name because like he's a heinous person who killed like a dude and like 3 guys and a woman, all because he's like the incel patron saint.
Ugh,
yeah, I know.
God.
It's disgusting. But I took a particularly weird interest in him because I remember laughing at videos that he had posted on YouTube before he did the thing.
Oh, I remember this guy now.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me about this guy.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, okay.
And I remember after it happened, it was like, oh, this is not funny anymore. Like, yeah, this is a real, I know, haha, everybody on the internet's a real person, but like, this is a real person who like had hopes and dreams and shit, and obviously has some serious problems, and we were laughing at those problems. And he went out and did something about it.
Yeah.
And that sucks. And like, I felt weird, like guilt about it. Like, this is just a normal person that could have used a friend. And then this guy was obviously psychopathic too. He has like 150-page manifesto, like a huge thing detailing his entire life. I listened to somebody do a reading of the entire thing, and like, I understand his trajectory and how he got to where he was. And it's like, it doesn't excuse what he did, because what he did was awful and stuff. But like, him and the people like him needed some sort of supportive community to help keep their head above the water, help them, realize that there's more to it, or you have more options other than just like raging at the world and taking as many people as you can with you. And I remember, like, I'm a genuinely like nice person. I care about people, and I ask how they're doing and whatnot. But I remember like this changing something in me, and wanting to be more of a person that troubled people can reach out to. And like, I don't go out and find people, but when I'm in a community and I recognize like someone is dealing with mental health issues or what have you, I try not to be horrid to them. I try to like help, listen to what your problems are and give you advice, because I would assume that in my 36 years of living, I have some decent advice to help you get through certain points like that. Cause like, everybody needs someone that they can talk to. And I like to try to be available if it,
and for you, it's, 15, 20 minutes of conversation,
but for them, it's
that could maybe, turn their whole day or week around, So yeah, I get what you mean. I've been there, even if it's some guy you barely know or don't even like that much, and you you're just exchanging pleasantries, and then they kind of ask you like a very serious question, and you're like, all right, fuck it. Yeah, let's go.
What do
you want to know? Yeah. And it's like, yeah, if I can help somebody out just for talking for a few minutes. Hey, we host a podcast.
Yeah, exactly.
We're doing it, brother. We just don't see the other side.
Right. But all that to say is that like this specific thing that they're covering is a pet interest of mine. Call me autistic for school shootings and stuff.
Well, I mean, far from it. I think America has a massive fascination with true crime. I mean, it's half of podcasts out there. It feels like.
Yeah.
It's not necessarily always school shooters. It's more like murderers, serial killers, kinds of things. I mean, not that school shooters aren't murderers, just in a different class, I guess.
Yeah.
But and I had more of an appetite for this when I was younger. I was also fascinated with it. But as I got older, and I think as they happened more and more and became more common, I didn't want to think about it.
Yeah.
And now that I have like almost a school age child, it like freaks me out, and I don't like to see it emulated. Like, it freaks me out to even think that it's a possibility.
Yeah, I have a weird relationship with it because like, my kid's a little bit older than yours, and he's already going to school. And so like this is something that thankfully I don't wake up every single day dreading, but I have had the off thought of what if somebody decides that today's the day that they're going to kill a bunch of preschoolers and shit.
Yeah.
And it freaks me the fuck out. I've definitely like lost sleep over it. I've definitely cried about it. There's a band that I listen to called Empty Graves. And they're like not big, but they're working on it, Yeah. And they do a lot of their last album was like a bunch of political things, covering topics like racial injustice in this country, wealth disparity, and like how people like us have to, not even like people like us, people that are in worse situations than us have to decide whether they want to take care of their health or their debt. They choose between death over debt. And one of their songs is about like a kid texting their mother because a school shooting is happening, and they can hear the assailant like walking down the hallway towards them.
Yeah.
And
probably based on like Uvalde or something.
Yeah. Every time I hear that song, I love that song. It's my favorite song.
Yeah.
But every time I hear it, I'm crying and shit. There was a day where I was at the gym and I was listening to metal music to like keep myself amped and shit. And that song came on while I was on the treadmill, and I was fucking crying in the middle of the gym.
Yeah. Who else up in the gym crying right now?
Yeah, essentially. And it was like fucking like past midnight. You know?
Yeah. Oh, it was like real gym hours.
It was real gym hours for me, And but yeah, like I hate it.
Yeah.
I do hate thinking about it, but
I know.
I still like, I don't know. The subject is so, I don't want to say fascinating, but it's something that like, I don't know, I'll watch and I can not relate to like what they did, but the experience of the person. Like,
well, it feels like you could learn something from it too.
For sure.
I think is why we wanted to watch it while we're fascinated by it. And the same with people that listen to true crime. It's like, they're like, I can spot a killer and know how to not be killed, kind of thing. Like lock your doors.
Have a healthy suspicion of people. But yeah, like, and I guess I don't know. We need to talk about Kevin. The act is not even really relevant to what's going on. It's the aftermath. It's the before and the after.
Yeah,
the act that really matters. Like nature over nurture. That being a discussion. Living with the consequences of what you did. The sins of the son. Reflecting being put upon the sins of the mother instead of vice versa.
Man.
And just like how much love can you put into a person that is unwell to steer them in the right direction? I know there's a lot of really interesting things in that movie that's outside of it, but like when you turn to me, 20-year-old William, and say, "Hey, there's a movie about a school shooting, but like." What happens after 20-year-old William is going to be like, hell yeah, dude, let's fucking fire that shit
up.
Put that bitch on.
Who the fuck is Tilda Swinton?
Yeah, yo, who you got fucking the stepbrother in here? John C.
Oh, yeah, I
Reilly?
forgot he's the dad.
Are you telling me the Flash is in this movie?
He pulls on his collar.
Yeah.
Well, that is to say, I give this movie like 2.5, I think. I think I gave it a 3, actually.
Did you? Yeah.
Yeah, this is a 3 for me. I almost want to give it 3.5 now, the more I think about it. But I have no, let me watch
Have
it.
I swayed you in any way?
Yeah, because it is better than, it's not as good as I wanted it to be.
Okay,
But it's better than I first felt when I turned it off.
It's $10,000.
It's
They put-
$10,000.
They put $10,000.
I'd buy that for $10,000.
I would buy that for $10,000.
Yeah. And I think there's a lot here to say, like, oh, the people that made this movie are talented and they're going to do a lot. And they did. As we saw, because this was 10 years ago. Oh, my God. It feels like it was longer
It was
than that.
13 years ago.
Wait, I thought it was 20. No, you're right.
I am
Fuck,
right.
2013.
Operation
Yeah.
Avalanche is 10 years ago.
That's what I'm thinking of.
Yeah.
I got that date in my head because I was working on that earlier. Sorry. Yeah. Would we put this out under our Debaser label?
I would.
Yeah, I agree. I would too.
It's indie as fuck. It's funny until it isn't.
Yeah.
There's, as you said, there's like a really good director's commentary on there. It's got an interesting story. Like I like.
It's got a great soundtrack.
Yeah.
Matt Johnson, kind of a like a director's trademark of his that he has very good taste in music.
Yeah.
Even Nirvana, the band, has that Jay McCarroll song that rules. It's so catchy. And it was a hit in Canada at one point too. I found out it was like a big deal for a little bit. Yeah, man, it just has. There's like a Kid Cudi cover too. That's so good. It's a cover of Pursuit of Happiness, but it's like a slow, like it's like a woman singing it. It's really good.
Yes.
Man.
They play it like twice in the film, if I'm not mistaken.
Maybe, yeah. But yeah, and the montages are really good. Man, it's good. There's a lot of, even when it's not amazing, it shows promise.
For sure.
You know?
I agree.
Yeah. And it does feel very authentic to like, particularly for me, what being a teenager was like. Because it does feel like some of it is out of 2008-ish, you know, kind of with that kind of thing.
Sure.
For sure, you could tell Matt went to school around that time period too. So
I mean, he did. He was graduating when we were sophomores.
Because he was, he was 3 years older than us. Yeah, that's right. Will, it's time for a segment.
Oh, hell yeah, dude. Let's go.
Oh, no, I just realized I did not open the...
I was like, the segment is called, Will, would you shoot this school? And then you just
Jesus
list up a
Christ.
school.
No, that is not the segment.
No?
William, the segment is called, Wait, what's that from?
Wait, what's that from?
Let me do this again. William, the segment is called, Wait, what's that from?
Okay.
We're going to keep take 2 in there. Okay. Will, I'm going to give you a popular movie reference made in the Dirties, of which there are hundreds. And I need you to tell me what movie it's from.
All right.
And if you notice, I kept stopping myself while running through the movie from giving it away, so I could save it.
Oh shit! You should have just left it in there anyways and seen if I was
See if
paying
you were
attention.
remembering.
Or
Yeah,
if
that's
I had, like,
actually is a good point.
You know, I have like real bad memory, right?
I know.
It's not funny, actually, Jared. It's a
to me,
fucking
it's like-
curse.
I worry that you're tuning out when I do it, so I try to make it as brief as possible so I don't lose you.
No, I just got bad memory, dude.
It depends on how deeply invested I can tell you are in your phone that I'm like, oh, I'm losing the audience too.
No. I just have bad attention stuff. No, what I was gonna say is apparently a bad memory and memory loss is from an abusive childhood.
No shit.
Couldn't be me. I don't remember getting abused ever. So,
well, Will, on a brighter note, I'm going to give you a reference made in the movie, and you got to tell me what it's from.
Okay, let's hear it.
I think you'll know most of these because I tried not to make them that obscure.
Okay.
So there is a quote written on the wall in Matt Johnson's basement that is seen clearly throughout the movie that reads, "Pretty hot in these rhinos." Can you name the film that this is from?
Is that the second Ace Ventura movie?
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Ace Ventura, When Nature Calls.
There it is.
I will accept your answer, though.
Thank
That
you.
is correct.
I didn't know the second part of it.
It's fine. Okay, second question. The scene where Matt and Owen are sniping the bullies in their film.
The first one.
And Matt is affecting a British accent while watching with binoculars,
Yes.
remarking of the size on the size of the guy's balls. What film is this referencing?
Oh, fuck, I don't know. It's a comedy, I know that. In a British accent. I have no idea.
So I'll give you a hint. Ewan McGregor is the star. You might not have seen this.
Hold on.
It's based on a popular book, too.
I'm thinking. It couldn't possibly be a... Wait, hold on. Wait. No, it's not Jarhead, is it?
No. Is Ewan McGregor in that?
No,
That's
but
Jake Gyllenhaal.
But they have a bunch of...
James.
I know it's Jake Gyllenhaal, but there's a part in it, if you don't remember, where they're chasing down some what was it?
Okay, the sniping thing, if you haven't seen it, you're not going to know.
No, I don't know
a
what
sniping
it is.
scene.
Yeah, what is this?
Train Spotting.
Oh, I've seen the first bit of Train Spotting.
Okay.
I've never seen like the whole thing. So that's
Great
that's
movie.
on me.
You should watch it.
You don't remember in Jarhead where they run into like the mercenaries and they're like Australians and they all die? All three of the Australians die.
No. It's been a long time since
And there's
I watched
like a
Jarhead, though.
shootout between the two. It's a very tense scene, but it's
Yeah.
cool. But it's also like, yo, these guys were getting paid like crazy money, but they just
Yeah.
straight died.
I haven't seen that movie since I was like 16. 'cause
Oh, dude, I've watched it.
I had it on DVD.
The most recent I watched it was, I think, 2018.
Yeah. I had the book.
I'm a sicko. I know. That's what you're saying. Like, it's based on a book.
Yeah.
And
the
it's
guy
got-
that lived it wrote the book, and
Yeah.
then he sold the movie rights, and they made a. He is so angry in that book. His name's Anthony Swafford. I
Yeah.
can pull that.
Yeah.
He was so mad about being in the war. He was like, "Fuck that war.
I
Fuck
know.
George Bush.
Well,
fuck
it
everything about
It
this."
fucked him up. It fucked him up.
Yeah. He was very angry and bitter about it. I remember
Yeah.
even the last chapter is about him being like, I've got this chest full of my uniform and all my medals, and he's like, "Fuck all that bullshit. It fucked me up. Nothing we did was worth it. It all sucked."
Yeah.
It's crazy.
And you only get one life, and he did that.
Yeah.
What a bummer. Go.
Okay. And they made some really bad sequels that did not follow in the spirit of the first movie either.
Really?
Do you know about that? There's
No,
two
I did
Jarheads,
not know
that
that.
followed up. Just like Donnie Darko had a really bad sequel.
I heard about that.
Number 3, the lounge scene within the movie where Matt Johnson portrays a woman in a red dress singing the words Malkovich over and over. Do you know what that's from?
So I assumed he kept saying Malkovich because he doesn't know how to sing, and I guess that's this character's name, if I'm not mistaken. I thought it could be a reference to Jessica Rabbit, but I know that it's not. So could it possibly be from being John Malkovich?
Wow. I didn't think he was going to pull it. You got there in the
I
end.
did it?
Yes.
Oh,
have you
shit.
seen it?
You know what's so
Because
fucking
it's so
funny?
hard to explain if you have not seen the movie.
It's so funny that you asked me that because it played so often on Comedy Central.
It did.
That
Heavily edited, though.
Yeah, well,
Cut out a lot of context.
That's the thing is like I've only seen the edited version. I've only seen the last 30 minutes, and I watched it with my.
That's where this is from. The last 30 minutes.
Oh no shit!
Yeah.
I watched it with my brother, and they kept referencing being John Malkovich on Mad TV, and that's the only motivating reason why I went to watch that movie.
Yeah.
And I was like, "What the fuck is this?" I've never seen it from start to finish, but I know like you crawl through a hole and you become John Malkovich.
You like inhabit his body for like
Yes.
30 minutes or
Yeah.
something. Yeah.
So like I have no idea what that
So
movie's about.
at the end of the movie,
yeah,
John Malkovich himself gets into
inside.
the hole.
Yes, he gets into himself.
and
Yes.
it like messes it up so bad that when in the world that he's in, looking through, everyone is John Malkovich,
okay.
and he's at like a club with Charlie Sheen, and sees a woman singing, but everyone has his face, and all they can say is Malkovich over and over. It's so hard to explain. It's by the it was one of those movies that was like written by Charlie Kaufman is the guy.
Is it the guy that did Scanner Darkly?
No.
Okay.
But Charlie Kaufman made like Adaptation, and did you see that Netflix movie he did recently where the girl's dating this guy and they go to visit his parents and they just keep going through different time periods?
I'm thinking of leaving, or
I'm thinking of
ending
ending things.
Yes, I love that movie.
That's Charlie Kaufman. He wrote and directed that movie.
Okay, I love that movie.
Yeah.
That movie fucking ruled. I watched that with Haley, and she's like, I do not understand this. That movie fucking rules. What? Did you like it? Did you hate it?
Ultimately, no, I did not like it.
Oh man, I love that movie.
It felt like a chore. Like I felt like that movie was a lot. Anyway, so being John Malkovich, Spike Jonze actually directed it though.
Okay.
Really cool movie, really weird though.
Yeah.
And the 2 times I've seen it, I watched it with somebody else who was absolutely revolted by it.
Really?
The first time I rented it with my dad, and I was pretty young.
Sure.
And my dad was so revolted, he took the tape out and was like, we rented it from Blockbuster. And he's like, I'm taking this back to Blockbuster and making them get my money back.
Shit.
The second time I showed it to my roommate at the time, who turned to me at the end of the film and was like, never show me a movie like that again.
Oh, you told me about
Yeah,
this.
you know what
yes,
it was?
You've
Yeah.
told me about this. It's
I
so
love him
good.
dearly, but he was revolted by this movie. Understandably, I get it. It's weird.
That's so good. I've only ever had the tape taken out and returned immediately once.
What was it?
I can't remember what that movie was, but we rented it from Blockbuster along with Deep Blue Sea because
Yeah.
I just recently seen Deep Blue Sea. And I can't remember what it was, but there was like a chick in a bra, and my brother's grandmother saw it. Like,
That's all it
this is
took.
horrible.
Wow.
And took it out, and then she fucking left. It was like, oh, we're watching Deep Blue Sea, and that shit's violent as
Oh,
fuck.
yeah. Sam
So-
Jackson gets 8 in that movie.
Yes, he
It's
does.
great.
He gets 8 as fuck. It's so good.
You're 3 for 2. Or
Yeah.
two for 3. I'm so
2 for
sorry.
3.
I got that
I've never
reversed.
seen Trainspotting.
That doesn't even make sense.
That's, you know.
Yeah. You're doing better than I thought you would, though. That's pretty good. But yeah, quick shout out, Charlie Kaufman. I think his best movie is Adaptation.
I haven't seen it.
So anyone listening, go check that out. It's a great movie.
Okay.
Anyway, number 4, while standing on a cliff, Matt is doing karate at the edge and insisting on doing a bit from a TV show while Owen is annoyed with him. Do you remember the character he says or the show that he is referencing? People often get it mistaken with a movie.
No, I have no idea.
I think you've seen the movie if you've never seen the TV show, though. 'cause I
Fuck,
think
have
we've
I?
talked about
It's not
it. Yeah.
Karate Kid. No, it's not Karate Kid. What?
He says the character's name, though. Do you remember it?
No, I don't. Fuck.
Okay. I can't give you this one then.
No, I'm not gonna get it.
So he says Snake Eyes.
Oh,
But
fucking
he's
G.I.
not
Joe.
He's not talking about the G.I. Joe movie.
No.
Where who is it? Channing Tatum in that movie or something?
Channing Tatum is in
Channing
that
Tatum?
movie. Yeah,
He's
the
actually
main guy.
talking about the TV show. He's like doing a bit from the show.
Okay, I watched G.I. Joe, but I don't
Oh,
remember.
okay.
I don't
Yeah.
remember that.
Yeah. Okay. So 2 for 4.
Yeah.
Number 5, the last one. The film mimics the title sequences of numerous movies.
Yes.
What movie do they emulate the opening title credits that is most related to Nirvana, the band, the show, the movie?
Oh, Back to the Future.
Absolutely.
Yeah,
you got
yeah.
it. All right.
Yeah.
3 for 5.
I can
Okay.
actually do. I can do all the title cards, but that's fine.
No, you can't.
Yeah, because it's the Goonies and Star Wars too.
Okay, when we see him editing them,
Yes.
those are the 3 he's doing.
Yeah.
But at the end of the movie, when the movie actually ends, there's like 10 or 15. It's a lot.
Is it really?
Yeah. It just keeps going. Did
Oh,
you not
I-
watch the credits?
I did watch the credits.
Like the real credits. It does like a dozen movies.
There was.
Yeah, it just keeps going. It keeps doing different like ending title sequences.
Was there another set of credits?
Yeah, it does. One of them is like Good, the Bad, the Ugly, where it's like a cannon shooting. It does all kinds of stuff. Do you not remember this?
Okay. No, hold
Were you
on.
high?
No. Anyways, when
Did you hit stop on the Plex maybe too?
I did, and I saw
Okay.
that there was like enough time for like just normal ass credits.
Yeah,
So I just assumed like, oh, okay, this is the because
Yeah.
I was waiting for it to not be meta anymore.
Okay. Yeah.
You know, and I was like, okay, well, there's like 3 minutes left. I'm not gonna do this because the credits are clearly rolling. Like
Yeah,
I've
yeah.
made it a couple of seconds in here. There's no way
Yeah.
that there's more to this. So then I turned it off because I was tired and I needed
Yeah,
to move
yeah.
on to the next movie. So that's on me, I guess.
So yeah, but they do a lot of movies
No
at
shit.
the real
Okay,
end of the
my bad.
movie.
My
Yeah. But they're just like, just doing homage or parodying
Yeah.
like multiple famous movie title sequences.
Yeah.
Absolutely the kind of shit I did in high school. I remember being in a web design class and I made like an e-commerce site that mimicked like an actual website that I really liked at the time. It was called Interpunk, I think. And I basically like built a version of it from scratch though. And then like all of my banners for the website at the top were like famous album covers, but photoshopped to be the name of my website. And so like, I remember the hardest one I did, but like it was the one I was most proud of was the Beatles Lonely Hearts Club Band album cover,
Yeah.
where it's, it's a huge collaboration image of like a ton of people and like flowers and stuff. And it
Yeah.
spells out like the Beatles and all this stuff. And I like photoshopped it to say the name of my website. I don't remember what it was off the top of my head. This was 2000.
Many years ago.
Yeah, a very long time ago. But I like photoshopped it. I was like a pro at Photoshop in high school for some reason.
Yeah.
I just loved working in it. And it was a lot of like clone stamp tool trickery, really. But I was like so proud of that. I did like 3 or 4 of those where I was like, here's a famous album cover. And then I like edited it to be for my website, and I thought that was so cool. And I had a flash sequence I made in one of my classes too, where it was, the ending of The Mist.
Yes, yes, I do.
But so to keep it G-rated,
I do.
instead of being a gun going around the van or car, it's a candy bar. And it was a flash animation, so it's like still images, right? It was like I was inspired by like the animations from like you'rethemannowdog.com. And it's Thomas Jane passing a Kit Kat bar around the van, and everyone's getting a bite, and when he takes it back for himself, it's all gone, and he screams and gets out of the car and goes, "No!"
That's amazing. I love that.
I'm so glad I got to remember that. I was so proud of that shit too.
It's good. But yeah, it's funny that you asked. That's the question you asked, because I turned to Haley and go, "Hey, the movie that I watched, the most recent one that this guy did, is a Back to the Future reference. The whole movie is just Back to the Future."
Yep.
And she's like, "Oh, that's interesting." What was that? I was just like, "Would you recommend it?" I was like, "I don't know. I felt alienated by it."
I would. Are you going to watch the show ever?
I want to.
You should. It's not hard. It's very quick.
I've very much enjoyed this movie, and I've enjoyed what I watched of Operation Avalanche, to the point where it's like, oh, it's just this guy. It's just him. Yeah, for sure. He even has a whiteboard in this movie where he makes all his plans. That's right. Yeah,
I almost did a gag in here, but it wouldn't have translated over audio. But I have a whiteboard.
Oh, do you?
Where is it? It isn't here somewhere.
Oh, it's right there.
Oh, it is over there. Yeah, that's right. I was going to jump up on the whiteboard and start being like, okay, here's the plan for the podcast. I need to get you like a little drum kit or a piano to sit at though while I do that.
I mean, yeah, a drum kit. It's fun.
Yeah. You got your A, your B.
You see, I sound like one of those. Yeah.
Well, folks, tell a friend about the show. If you have any questions or comments, you can email us at debaserpod@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to Debaser. If you enjoyed this episode, please subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @DebaserPod. We are on Instagram and Blue Sky. That's about it right now. Not trying to be on any devil's websites, although Instagram is a devil.
And the Instagram is a devil's website.
Big devil. Yeah. My wonderful co-host is Will. Will, where can people find you, and do you have anything to plug outside of Pocket_Infinity on Instagram and Will Switch -Engage on Blue Sky?
This episode comes out, not
2 weeks from this
2 weeks from this Wednesday?
Yes.
I would like to plug a movie that will be hopefully still in theaters by the time this airs. Have you heard of Hokum?
Yeah, is it A24 or Neon?
I think it's Neon.
Neon, and it's got
Adam Scott.
Yeah.
It's an Irish folklore movie.
Horror
movie. I'm seeing it on Sunday.
You haven't seen it yet?
Yes,
okay.
Well, it comes out on Friday.
You will have seen. Oh, okay,
I will have seen it by the time this episode comes out.
Yeah.
And I want people to go see the movie.
Yeah, I've heard good things, and I hope it's better than. There was like an audio horror movie that I think A24 came out with recently that apparently was bad. I forget what that one was called, but it was like about a bunch of like audio engineers that are like being chased by a spirit or something.
Tight.
And like the marketing made it sound really cool and interesting, and the trailer looked really good. And then I saw reviews pour in, and even like A24 diehards were like, fuck, this sucked. I was really let down by this. And I was like, well, never mind.
Kind of reminds me of Lamb.
Was that big of a letdown? I never got around to it.
I loved it.
Oh, okay.
But it's different.
Like the audience
it's not a horror movie.
Okay.
It's not a horror movie.
Well, they don't all need to be. Yeah. Well, like,
but that's how
Bo
they
was afraid.
That's how they sold it.
Yeah.
They sold it as a horror movie.
Yeah. And that's kind of the curse haunting Ari Aster now, I feel like, too.
No, Lamb was not Ari Aster.
No, I know. But like,
I'm
just saying he's in a similar position where
I think that
he made 2 really big horror movies out the gate.
I think Eddington is perfectly, like, reasonably not a horror film.
Right, but like, is that what general audiences think, though? Because like, I feel like nobody saw Bo.
I mean, I did.
Eddington may have turned it around for him a little bit, but I know it was very divisive too.
Because some people just don't have good media literacy.
Well, yeah, I know. I'm just saying. Right. I'm not trying to like
no. I understand.
Pick at the reasons. I'm just trying to figure out general audiences on it. Yeah, but anyway.
Well, I'm
Hokum.
You got the hole and you got the cum.
Hokum.
All right. But yeah, that's.
And if you like Hokum, you can
give it.
Hokum.
Please stop.
Soda.
You blew that, dude. You blew out the fucking mic 3
That's
or 4
the
times. this
point. That's
fucking
what Joe
episode.
does.
Oh, Joe.
The soda.
Joe the soda.
No, Joe Biden.
Oh, Joe Biden.
He's saying Minnesota, and that's what the soda is from. It's him blowing out the mic saying Minnesota.
I didn't catch that one. The only one I know is Biden Blast.
No, that was it's always paired with Obama soda.
Soda. Oh my God. All right. End it. We got to end it now.
For my co-host Will, I'm Jared. Take care and good night, everybody.
Goodbye.
Debaser is hosted and produced by Will Taylor and Jared Rusk. The show is mixed and edited by Jared Rusk. The intro is by AJ Stillebauer. You can find more of AJ's work at ajstillebauer.com. The cover art is by Dog Bites Back on Instagram. Check out debaserpod.com for links to all of our episodes and more. You can email the show at debaserpod@gmail.com. Please remember to subscribe to us on your podcast app and follow us on social media by searching for @debaserpod. Special thanks to Haley and Courtney for their love and understanding. Thank you for listening, and take care of each other.